Hey everybody, Bitcoin has made it. It has broken to a new all-time high just recently. We see it here. Now is the way free to actually break away from the very important psychological number, the 100K in per Bitcoin. We didn't see a stop run move yet, so we're looking now for a technical reaction, right? A scalp move that brings price ending the stop run move to around the 180,000 level. This is just a technical stop run move above this very important psychological number. Actually, if we plot a measured move, the target becomes the 500K for Bitcoin. Well, these are quite amazing numbers, but the patterns tell the story, and we can see here how this chart is clustered with patterns. These are S1 patterns, and on a weekly chart, and we see as well S1 patterns here on a daily chart. This is an S1, and this is another S1 that has triggered just recently, and we're going now for a move higher. So this is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin basically dominates the market. This is the second biggest crypto coin, Ethereum. Ethereum as well, we get very bullish patterns. This is an S1. We have not yet broken to a new high, but if we do, well, then this is an all-time high too. And this S1 daily pattern is embedded within an overall S2 monthly pattern. So there's a lot of power in here. We're basically looking for a 50 bagger momentum move, bringing Ethereum to levels of around 250,000. Well, that's quite amazing, but we're just looking at the measured move here, right? Let's have a look at some altcoins now. This is Binance. Binance is doing some, very amazing things too. Well, we've seen it in the past. It did really well. I traded Binance around here. I remember when it was around these price levels, right below 100. Then we've got this very tight consolidation at a high level, and we're just only developing momentum here, right? We're looking for a 100 bagger based on this consolidation. On a weekly chart, and we can see nicely here how price is going. Just on the daily chart, it's going here from 935. We're already at 1,300, right? Where does it come from? Well, we get patterns after patterns. This is an S1 here. It went from 990. We're already now at 1,270, and this should go much further by the patterns, right? There's no promise in that. Obviously, you need to do your own due diligence. Solana, for example, looks very bullish too. If it can break to a new all-time high, we have a pattern here too, right? Very tight risk entry at 133. Now we haven't even broken the consolidation high. Entry was at 130. Now we are already at 230. So there's a lot of room to go. Now this momentum move was a 260 bagger. We're basically looking for this too here in Solana, a measured move of a 260 bagger measured move. Now this is a Ripple XRP. It's part of the US strategic reserve of the central bank. That's what Trump has announced a couple of months ago. Here we see an S1 pattern. I would like to see a test bar, ideally testing the 200 moving average. But overall, I mean, we're talking here about an S2 pattern, right? That has triggered on the weekly chart. It's a nice example that we have patterns within patterns, right? A potential daily S1 within an overall weekly S2, within an overall monthly S1, another monthly S1 that then morphed into an S2. And here as well, we're close. We're actually testing the all-time high of Ripple. So very nice opportunities. Altcoin season has not started yet, so when it does, we'll see a lot of altcoins that look that interesting than these three altcoins we just looked at. So I have to be a little careful to not get too excited when looking at crypto charts, and risk management is always most important, because anything can happen, right?